This is Scott Smith, and I am offering a short 5-minute lecture on the various schools of psychology. Undergraduate students may utilize these notes or this lecture to assist with test preparation. This evening I'll be discussing 4 different schools of psychology: structuralism, behaviorism, gestalt psychology, and then psychoanalysis. It's important to recognize that the first school of psychology, structuralism, grew out of the work of William James, Wilhelm Wundt, and their associates. They believed that the chief purpose of psychology was to describe, analyze, and understand conscious experience with a specific focus on both feelings and sensations. The structuralists wanted to offer scientific analysis of the conscious experience by breaking it down into individual structures. For example, with skin sensations, they broke skin sensations into warmth, cold, pain, and also pleasure. Their primary method of research was called introspection. And in this technique, what they wanted to do are they trained individuals to observe and report as accurately as they could their mental processes, feelings, experiences, interpretations of stimuli. At the first part of the 1900s, around 1913, 1915, behaviorism was introduced by John Watson. John Watson was an American psychologist, and his followers believed that not inner experience, but rather observable behavior was the only source of reliable information. They also stressed that the importance of the behavior was vital to shaping an individual's behavior. If you can indeed manipulate the environment, you can indeed manipulate the behavior of an individual. The behaviorist movement was greatly influenced by the work of Ivan Pavlov, and Watson and other behaviorists realized that human behavior again could be changed by environmental situations or conditioning. During the mid-1900s, there's an American psychologist, B.F. Skinner, that was a strong proponent and indeed often referred to in competition with Watson as the leader of the behaviorist movement. B.F. Skinner gained much attention for his work in a book called Walden 2, in which he described how the principles of conditioning may be utilized to obtain a utopian society. Similar to behaviorism, Gestalt psychology developed as a reaction against the structuralist movement. The Gestalt psychologists believed that humans, and indeed any animals, perceive the world not as individual sensations similar to the structuralists, but rather, in contrast to the structuralists, individuals see the world as an organized pattern. And indeed, there is a famous saying among the Gestalt psychologists that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Gestalt psychology was founded in the early 1900s, primarily by Max Wertheimer, a German psychologist, and then later in the 1930s, Wertheimer and associates took the Gestalt movement to the United States. The fourth school of psychology I'll discuss is psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis was formed by an Austrian physician by the name of Sigmund Freud, and it was founded in the late 1800s and early 1900s. This theory had a foundation that behavior is determined by powerful inner forces, primarily unconscious thoughts. These thoughts are buried in the unconscious mind, and according to Freud and the Freudians, at a very early age, children repress emotions, desires, needs that are unacceptable, and not only unacceptable to themselves but also to society in general. And these repressed emotions, feelings, desires result in personality disturbances, perhaps physical symptoms, which may include self-destructive behaviors. Today, modern psychology incorporates many of these teachings of psychology, and in an additional video I will discuss functionalism and also initiation of the cognitive revolution in the 1950s.